And welcome to Cover Report Live. I'm Dan Odess, CEO and founder of GlobalPro, where we've managed more than $1 billion worth of loss and damage for thousands of business owners, community associations, and high net worth individuals alike. For more than a decade, we've been providing that service, and I'm excited to be back. I know we've taken a little bit of a break. It's been some time since we've been on here. We've been promoting the show with the hopes of getting back to this regular scheduled programming. 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every single Thursday, we go live to bring you insurance news you can use. If you haven't tuned in before and you're seeing this for the very first time, well, I'm excited for what we have in store for you the rest of this year. Now, we did take a break, but we are back. We took a break because there was a lot of new and very exciting, what at times frustrating, issues that were presenting themselves in the industry. And quite frankly, we had providing a tremendous amount of service to policyholders while they navigate this incredible labyrinth of new legislative issues, both federal and state and local level throughout the country, from the fires out west to the lingering hurricane issues and along the eastern coastline in the Carolinas, as well as in the Gulf area. The storm predictions for this year are off the charts. They're expecting above average. Again, the water temperatures are super high. We have a massive heat wave rolling through most of the United States. There are loss and disaster throughout, and we're going to continue providing you this high quality content that you, as a subscriber, or if you're liking and follow us on all our social media, and if you haven't yet, make sure you do it, I've grown to expect, because we're going to continue to provide this information and start to break down some of these issues. If you didn't see it and you want to hear more about what is going on, especially at the federal level with the investigation into two, if not more, insurance companies and the way they dealt with hurricane claims, then I truly encourage you to go check out our YouTube as well as our social media. We broke it down into parts. There was a Senate hearing where several executives for insurance companies were questioned about their claims handling practices. One executive apologizing to a homeowner for failing to properly adjust a claim. Worse than that, there was accusations and a mountain of evidence to suggest that insurance companies were doing what they've been so accused of in the last several storm seasons of editing reports that adjusters submit for payment, editing those reports without the expressed authorization of those adjusters, and working with those adjusters to give proper notice to the homeowners, and as the allegations are, fraudulently producing those estimates and evaluations as if they were written by the adjuster that visited the properties. There's so many other allegations to unravel from the Senate hearing, as well as the millions upon millions of dollars worth of fines that have continued to be assessed to insurance companies in Florida and other places for failing to disclose statistical information about claims handling practices, and by not paying certain claims, by being found guilty of doing certain claims practices. The amount of anti-consumer activity that is going on by insurance company is at an unprecedented level. But here's the thing. We represent insurance companies in subrogation matters. We've done it for years, where we've acted as an expert or a loss consultant or just an adjuster in handling a third-party claim against a responsible party. We understand that there's a lot of information that needs to be go through and things that need to be considered because, quite frankly, the policies may not cover or the laws do not obligate insurance companies to make certain payments. But then there's things like in Louisiana, where you have insurance companies intentionally suing appraisers because they don't like awards, because if they can drag out a lawsuit against an appraiser, then that appraiser can't get other work, therefore putting them out of business, and then legislation sliding in talking about arbitration that requires insurance company executives or former executives are the only qualified individuals to actually represent anyone in an arbitration process that is required by the policy. Think about that. They load the panel with insurance company friendly individuals representing both the policyholder and the insurance company, as well as the arbitrator in that case. All three. Supposedly, you're supposed to get a better than average result and work towards something that won't be disputed. Of course, it results in more disputes and frustration and aggravation. The policyholders unknowingly are stuck in this process. But and then they throw in things like, well, this can only be included in a policy if they offer discounts. Everybody's looking for discounts. Of course, it's just like a Trojan horse. So you get the discount, you get dragged into this process, you don't even know what's going on. It could be expensive. it's not going to get the results that you're looking for. There's so many things about it. It just kind of reminiscent and like the appraisal process that we've kind of grown to dislike here in Florida, as well as Texas and other places, where the process itself seems to not amount or equate to any sort of substantive result that is any sort of amicable resolution. And that's what all of this was for, was to avoid the disputes. But the plaintiff bar in Florida got the bad rap for the cause of rising rates, yet no substantive data or information has ever been produced that's actually supported the foundation for that. There was a bills that are being proposed to level the playing field with regard to fees in Florida. There's so many things to break down. My God, I need to take a breath. All right. So that's why you want to tune in right here on the Recover Report Live. Why? Because rather than doing this like a fire hose, we break down individual issues. We find relevant issues for U.S. policyholders, whether you're a community association manager, a board member, an interested unit owner, a business owner, an investor in a business that have been substantially damaged by any sort of loss and damage anywhere in the country or abroad. We want to provide you that information. If you're not getting the information you need from this show, the Recover Report Live, make sure you DM us, text us, email us, call us. Talk to our insurance experts right here at Recover Report Live. I'm so happy to be back. I'll be honest with you. I'm not just doing this for the cameras. I'm doing this because I truly am. I'm excited to get back to our regular scheduled program, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Recovery Report. I'll see you same time, same place next week, right here on the Recover Report Live.